Welcome back, everyone. It's been a week away, but now your regularly scheduled Nick RP stream has returned. I am here to entertain, tell silly stories, and run this video game pretty badly. I hope you're ready, because it's all starting around about now. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Nick RP stream. Don't ask me what's going on with that in the corner. That shouldn't look like that. There we go. I don't know why that wasn't like a correct, like in the slightest. But hello, welcome. Rorschach, hello. Armin Shah, hi. Oh, it's good to be back. I had a lovely week off. Heidi, Alex, and myself went to the Peak District for a week with a lot of Heidi's family, which is great. I love my in-laws. And I had a really nice time. The surprise winner of the week, I took along. I knew there was going to be quite a lot of us. There was 12 of us at one point. I knew there was going to be a lot of us, and I knew there was going to be a lot of evenings playing games, like after Alex and my nephew had gone to bed. So I took along a few games, but we actually only ended up playing one of them, and we played it loads. I hadn't played One Night Ultimate Werewolf in a few years. Getting back into it and teaching it to Heidi's family was really good. Everyone really enjoyed it. In fact, Heidi's brothers now bought their own copy because they've got some party there. Actually, I think they've just had a party over the weekend with some other people, and they wanted to play it with them as well. And yeah, I love social deduction games. You know, One Night on Werewolf, Secret Hitler, Town of Salem. I used to be really big into Town of Salem. I've tried streaming Town of Salem, but it's not the best stream game. Also, I played a lot of Among Us when Among Us first came out, was massive. I've not heard of Free Fire. I'll have to have a look at that one. But yeah, those kind of games I absolutely love. I've never actually played Werewolf. So I played Town of Salem, which is very heavily inspired by Werewolf, and I played One Night Ultimate Werewolf. But I've never actually played the original Werewolf. There's one other I've played as well with my old Manchester's Madness group. I think our server still has Blood on the Clock Tower. There we go. There's another online one called Blood on the Clock Tower, and you have to set it up in your Discord server so that you go off to different rooms to chat at night. It was really weird. I only had like one session of it, so I can't remember much about it. Yeah, there's that one as well. But yeah, really, I'd say everyone really enjoyed it. We played lots of other games. Played a really cool, nice chilled out quiz game called Confidence, where every answer could be in a range. So, for example, the question might be, what year did X happen? And you don't have to answer the exact year that it happens. You give a range. Liquid. You give a... It's alive!
Snake, did you
Hello,
like
Deagle.
my sunglasses? Oh, you'd point a weapon at your own brother?
I would point a weapon at my own brother. I saw my brother over the weekend as well. It's cool. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, so you'd give a ring. So instead of saying, I think this happened in 1972, you'd say somewhere between 1960 to 1980, for example. And so your range would be 20 years. And then if the answer is within your range, you get a point. But if out of everyone who got it correct, you have the smallest range, you get 3 points. And in fact, if you decide to give the exact answer, so your bottom range and top range are the same, and you're saying I am so confident that I'm bang on, I've got the right year, then you would get 5 points if you were correct. But obviously that's risky, because if you're even out by 1 year, you lose. I did win a couple of games. I just, you get points the first 15 wins. So yeah, that was really good. We played a lot of that. We played the Great British Train game. That was all right. Quite a bit sort of old timey trivia questions. I did not do very well. But yeah, we had lots of. Obviously, we were in the Peak District. We went to the Heights of Abraham. That was really cool. We went on lots of walks. We did other stuff, like a lot of walking. We went on the Matlock steam train as well. That was a lot of fun. That was really nice. And then over the weekend, we left on the Friday. We went to my parents' house. Had a night with them, and then the following day in the afternoon, we put Alex down for his nap in the afternoon, and then Heidi and I went out and we stayed in a hotel in Chesterfield overnight. Whilst my mum and dad had Alex to themselves for the evening, so he had a sleepover at theirs for the first time. He's had a couple of sleepovers at Heidi's parents, but not my parents, and they really enjoyed it. It was good as gold, and they really enjoyed it. Heidi and I finally saw Thunderbolts. Yep, it was still just about still showing in the cinema. So we got to see Thunderbolts. It's only the second film we've seen together at the cinema since Alex was born. The first one being Deadpool and Wolverine. I've seen 3 because I sneakily managed to get in a viewing of the Marvels not too long after he was born, because I was at work and I had a gap between finishing work and a work function in the evening, and so with that gap in the middle, I went to see the Marvels. Yeah, Thunderbolts was really good. The reviews said it was going to be good, and it was really good. Sort of probably like it's crazy to think that Thunderbolts is now one of the most important MCU films of recent years. Like, it was, it was sort of shown as this like sort of off, just sort of off adventure bit out of the way, but it's actually, say it obviously I don't really want to spoil it, although a lot of the information has already come out about it. But it is very much like one of the more important films in the series now. But yeah, it was good. Anyway, let's get on with tonight's run. Welcome to Neil, a long time Klonoa 1 and 2 runner. In fact, multiple world record holding Klonoa 1 and 2 runner, I should say. Let's flippy flop. Oh, Hamud, welcome. Let's flippy flop on over to our speedrun scene. Righty ho. Grab. Cool. So, just because I just need to move live split out of my way so I can check to see. Oh, and my mouse is disconnected for some reason. You were gonna come back to me, mouse? What the hell? Why has my mouse just decided to disconnect? That's not helpful. Hey, okay, my mouse is back. Right, I can move that out of the way now. Okay, good. My FPS is showing up. I have to have the FPS on screen at all times. And make sure that just continue, just making sure that we've got Popka available. We should have. I think I've got it. Well, hey. Oh, dip.
A message from SGT Deagle, who has just gifted 5 subs.
Woo!
SGT Deagle is gifting 5 tier 1 subs to Nick Green's community.
Choo choo!
They've gifted a total of 81 in the channel.
81?
Thanks, SGT Deagle.
Thanks,
If you got a
Deagle.
gift sub, be sure to thank them.
Do be sure to thank them. And now, of course, we're going to get all 5 of them. Well, hey, bum, 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 bum. Well, hey, bum, 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 bum. Well, hey, bum, 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 bum. think it's one more. Right. Bum, 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 bum. It's great. Oh, there's still another one. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. And it's nice. It's nice that comes in whilst playing Klonoa, because now everyone who's seen this before will go, "What the hell is this?" Now you know what it is. This is Klonoa. Right. Let me just make sure I've got. It looks like Popka setup has worked correctly. I just got one more thing to do, which is to change the setting to now bring the controller back. So that it shows up on the screen. Untick. I wish there was a key. I need to check if there's a keyboard shortcut I can do for that. It's really annoying to then have to open it and close it again. But Deagle, thank you so much for those subs. 81 gift subs is insane. Absolutely crazy. Right, return to the title screen. Your walk-on's probably got sort of mixed up with all of the I can see the walk-on trigger in pending actions. Try pausing the queue and resuming the queue. It will go off when it's ready. It's just yeah. Clearly, StreamerBot is just a bit confused by everything that it's just had to do. As I say, it is queued. It will go. I really am looking. I'm still not on StreamerBot version 1.0. I really do hope some of this stuff is fixed in 1.0, because it's still a bit off. I thought there's nothing. I said there's nothing I can do to like shove it through. Try. Try re-queuing something else behind it. Nope. Your walk-on will play when it's ready. At some point in the middle of the run, it's just gonna it's just gonna work for some bizarre reason. Cool. Let's get started off with our 1000 FPS. That is a very good point from Neil. Let me that shouldn't be the case. Let me just check. It should be. Let me find performance modes. No. Oh.
A message from Neil Legend _ who has cheered 420 bits.
Oh.
Frank Z for 20 gambling.
Oh, thank you very much, Neil. How's that? There it is! There we go! I did it!
I had a couple of miles to go. I looked up and saw a glowing orange object in the sky to the east.
Oh, we got there eventually. Phew. Okay, there we go. I've now enabled Radeon Chill. I think that's what I needed to enable, which is weird because I thought I always had this on for this. Peak FPS with AM. Oh, I think I need to turn off. Right, there we go. I think I'm done. I don't know why Klonoa's like settings have reset. It shouldn't do. Right, hopefully it's now done and it should now be set to 60. It will jump up FPS in menus and stuff, but once we get into gameplay, it'll be fine. Right, I think I do believe we're now ready to start. So let's get started. I'm just going to turn my heads up a little bit so I can hear. In fact, actually, I think the game audio probably wants to bump up just a little bit. Alrighty, let's get started. And tell you what, straight out of the gate, since Neil's mentioned gambling, let's straight out of the gate before anything else starts and anyone can be influenced in any way. Let's get our first channel points bet going, shall we? So you have 30 minutes to get your bets in. Obviously, don't get them all in straight away. You've got 30 minutes to decide which way it's going to go. But will I get a PB this run? And we are going to start this run in 3, 2, 1. Go! Off we go. Thank you, Snake. Ba-boom. Yeah, as long as gameplay stays below 60, it will jump around like during loading screens and videos and stuff. Because yeah, it's weird. Wow. Oh, never mind. I was gonna grab that moo and do it that way, but yeah, let's just use Popka again. It's a bit slower using Popka. You gotta wait for Popka to reappear. Bum 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 bum. I don't know why I'm saying bum over and over again. There's not really much to say about the very first level. It's the Sea of Tears. It's the opening level. It's kind of the tutorial level. It's very straightforward. There's not much to do. It's kind of run to the right. Grab this birdie moo. I have the feeling you are a balloon because you drank too much. Maybe. I think I have realized I haven't got the any YouTube chat open, so that I can double check to make sure YouTube chat just isn't going to disappear, because StreamerBot has a habit of just disconnecting. The bird is a notable thing. There's this flying bird and we go on its back without its permission. We just sort of land there. It's like, oh, now there's a bird. Oh, you feel like that because you drank too much. Well, it is the only stage in the entire game that lets you ride on a mountain. I never thought about it that way before. You are correct. No, because that's not really riding on it, is it? You don't control the plane. Hype train has ended. The hype train has left the station or arrived at the station. I don't know. The hype train's over. That is the point. Thank you. Thank you to Deagle and Neil for getting us a level 3 hype train. Enjoy your hype train emoji, folks, as we move into La Lakusha, one of the prettiest levels in the game. I do really like La Lakusha. It's a very pretty level. Choo choo! We're going to see some trains. Or one train? The one train in Klonoa, or is there more than one train? I think there's only the one train. Just the one train, actually. Oh. Helps if I grab that. That is an emote of a dog balloon. Oh, I nearly didn't get that. Yes, a dog balloon animal. Yeah, there's a train in Volk City. I'm trying to remember if there's any other trains. I don't think there's any other trains in the game. I'd say just the one train, actually. Okay, keep using Popka to keep moving forwards. Woo woo! Oh, we have channel points. Oh, the predictions are coming in. Someone's feeling bold. Lovely. Do 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 do. Need 9,000. We haven't had a 9,000 ages. Oh, Life Split hasn't. You are correct. Life Split never split to the Lancashire, did it? That's weird. It started correctly. Oh, grab him. No, 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 no. Bleh. There we go. Just by doing that, then we can use Popka to get out there. Yes, Life Split is going to be a little off here. Oh, didn't move over far enough. Whoops. Not a great Lalakusha so far. And then we can immediately throw that over there. Nice. Oh. Bleh. No, I should have used Popka there. Popka is slightly faster than just walking normally. Or, like, walking normally? Like, bouncing off an enemy. Yeah, 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 yeah. Right, you're going to split this time. Still hasn't split. Why isn't it splitting? This is very strange. Yeah, I've found that it occasionally splits, but like it should only be like once, not like this. Oh, what? It's like split second too late on that throw, and that throw was too high. Oh, this is. That was a bit of nicer RNG at least. Ugh. This is not going very well. Not quite sure what that noise was that I made. When you know what, I'm gonna try this trick. I don't know if that would have landed, but classic Nick fucking it up. That's a nice finish. Right, are you gonna split this time? I'm gonna. If it doesn't split, I'm gonna check it. Luckily, IGT's paused, so it doesn't matter if I like tab out or anything. There we go. It split that time. All right, I'm 15 seconds behind. We can catch that later. Yeah, not a great fault run. Back to Baggy. I love that one. To Jolience. Have Tat steal the elements. And let's head into Jungle Slider. Neil, do you do Jungle Slider or Joliant Fun Park first? I'm always curious because I tend to, whenever I see other people running this, I tend to find they always go for the Fun Park first, but I always go Jungle Slider first. That might just be because it depends on the category. Yeah. Is like there a... Is that just down to preference, or is there actually a... Or is that actually a like time save or specific reason for that? Ba 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 ba. I really should have a go at 100% at some point. So I've done all visions. I should have a go at all visions hard. I haven't done that yet. What I should do, and maybe what I might try today, depending on how we get on, I might do an any percent easy run, just because I haven't done it yet. I haven't done an easy run, so I don't have an easy run for the board. As far as I'm aware, there's only one major time save for easy, and that is Ishra's Arc. There is a skip you can do on easy. That makes sense. Wanting to get the nasty one out of the way. So then if you do feel like you have to reset, you don't have to redo as much. Yeah, I am right though. That's engine 3 skip in Ishra's Arc is the only easy exclusive trick, right? Just gonna keep using Popkit here, like get around these corners a bit easier and not take so much damage. Ba 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 da ba. Right, let's go get that kitty cat. Ignore the checkpoint. Slow to get the checkpoint. Just want to keep going forwards. Klonoa is fastest when he just goes forwards. Which again is why I'm going to use Popka to like get over obstacles. And that's tats. You can tank damage on the sliding infer. Oh, of course, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, anything where you damage it, like, could damage abuse. It's like, there's a damage abuse skip in, I want to say Vulcan Inferno. It could be Volk City, but I'm pretty sure it's Inferno. It makes sense if it's, yeah, no, it would be Inferno because everything's on fire. Yeah, there's another one. I was about to say, you just said Inferno, but there's a further one. I'll point it out when we get to it. But it also means that I should keep an eye out during this run for anything where I go, oh yeah, we could damage abuse that. So yeah, for those who don't know, on easy, there's three major differences. There's three major differences with easy difficulty compared to normal. The first being you have unlimited lives. You have infinite lives. Second, your wind bullet fires further. So that's how far it fires. I think it's like double the distance. Or something around double the distance on easy. But the other one is instead of having 3 hit points, so right now I've got 3 hearts and taking damage removes 1 heart. You have 5 hearts and taking damage takes off 1/3 of a heart. Which is it 3 times difference? I didn't realize it was that far. Yeah, so instead of having 3 hit points, you essentially have 15 hit points in easy. Let's do some switches. Bum 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 bum. Now, if I complete as I have been doing recently, if I completely forget how to do one of these puzzles, I'm gonna go and check it out later. It's this one that I keep screwing up. I think it's done. That's it. That's what I've been forgetting to do. There we go. I think grabbing that, taking that move with you is probably quicker than like trying to grab that flying me. Let's fight balloons. Bye-bye, ghost balloons. Hey, I've got 15 seconds to pull back. I need all the help I can get. Which I suppose I could also get by doing the IGT time save here. I haven't been practicing this because it's only an IGT time save. It's not an RTA time save. Obviously, we're doing a marathon run on Thursday. And that's going to be, obviously I want to be doing RTA stuff for that rather than IGT stuff. But as I'm 15 seconds behind, and this is timed in IGT, it might be worth doing it. If I recall correctly, it's 7 rotations of the, as I say, it's been a while since I've done it because I tend to do RTA stunts. So we now wait here. And when that roller coaster hits that point for the 4.5 platforms that move behind Tat. Oh, I always went by the roller coaster in the background. It's like, that's 2. That's 3. I don't think it's 7. That's 4. I think it's now. Yeah. There we go. I think I was a little too late. But yeah, that's the time save that I needed to get this back. So just to explain what actually happened there, the background continues to move around during that cutscene. So it means that Tat's in a different position depending on how long you take. Oh, good, that hit. I was a bit worried that wasn't going to hit. I don't know why I got Popcorn. I never use Popcorn in these fights. Probably didn't need to go that far around. The jump once. Right. Can I get the grab? No, I was slightly too early on the grab there. If you grab a move just as it's about to despawn, you can stop it from despawning. Do it spin. Oh, those moves are in really awkward positions. That's bad RNG. Oh. Yeah, this is not... Leptio is not being nice to me with the RNG. As is Leptio's way. I love Leptio, the character. I love the clown. I love that he's so silly and funny. But the boss fight is atrocious. I hate the boss fight itself. because it can go really awry very quickly. It's very punishing. That should be done. Cool. But in the end, it wasn't too bad. Ba-ba-bum, bum, bum, bum. All right. Onwards. The Kingdom of Volk. After being back to Bakaji. And ignoring Mom at House. Oh, nice. Certain gameplay elements are still active during cutscenes. We use this to our advantage by delaying when we skip them in order to save time. Nice. Thank you for that really useful bit of commentary. I think I was a little behind. I think I needed to like start as the 5th roller coaster came on. Right, into Volk City. And one of my favourite pieces of music in the game. The bit for Vulcan Inferno that Neil mentioned is this bit. So this whole area is on fire. Oh, I hope I don't die because I just missed that checkpoint. Do factory first because it's factory. Again, yeah, because factory is a lot more complicated. If you're on reset, if you're going to be resetting, you don't want to have to redo stuff. And that's it. There's only 2 moments in the game where you get a choice of which level you want to do first. I should have pop-cut that. That would have been quicker. I don't know why I didn't do that. Like there. It's much quicker to pop-cut than try and grab a moo. Moo. Sorry, I'm so used to making moo sounds with Alex. He loves going moo. Whoops. Okay, careful jumping over that. He loves mooing. Like, Alex, what noise does a cow make? Moo. He loves it. Yep. Okay. Oh no, and I missed the checkpoint as well. That was just me being silly. That was really silly. None of that was necessary. It's just... What? Oh, I accidentally pushed the button to put Popka away before I hit the Popka button. So this is a terrible Volk City. And this is the bit I was talking about where you can damage abuse in Vulcan Inferno. This level here. Today's your lucky day. Blue bear. If you'd like to see this run, like, with me concentrating better and giving really good commentary, I will be performing this for Prevent-A-Thon this Thursday. Starts at about, I think it's like 7:45 my time. Something like that. I'll like throw out a link later. Yes, part of Prevent-A-Thon's kind of opening with a cozy block. So there's going to be Spyro the Dragon Reignited. me, Last Guardian, the remake of The Last Guardian. No, not the remake of The Last Guardian, just The Last Guardian. There wasn't, no. The Last Guardian wasn't a remake. I'm thinking Ico and Shadow of the Colossus. No. Yeah, so the opening few runs are like Spyro the Dragon, Last Guardian, and me running this. So very cozy block. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And yeah, I'm gonna. It's gonna be a very nice distraction. Considering I'm gonna be stressed as all hell when that marathon starts. For those who don't know, this year I've joined Prevent-A-Thon staff team, and I'm now now part of the tech team for Prevent-A-Thon, and we're using Speedrun Tools UK. Speedrun Tools UK has been implemented and sort of rejigged to fit Prevent-A-Thon's needs, and yeah, the advantage I've got this time is it ain't the package's first rodeo. It is the second time it's been out. But there's been a lot of changes. I've done a lot of development on it since Speed for TLC. And I'm still going to be nervous. I'm still going to be really nervous about it going right. But I am... Oh. I'm confident. I'm fairly confident. Dunk. And here is the aforementioned train. I must have made some mistakes in Volk City in my PB because I'm ahead. I lost 30 seconds compared to my best. I'm still ahead of PB. In fact, I gained time on my PB. All right, Underground Factory. This is where the fun begins. So yeah, this is where stuff starts to get a bit dope. I don't know why I did that way. That's not what I was supposed to do. All right, we're going to wait for this B to come down. We're going to do that and then try and super bounce. There we go. Do a little wiggle. That should push me through the floor. And, oh, perfect. I didn't even need Popka to line that up, but that is nice. First try out of bounds skip. Very nice. By using that B, a combination of that B and Popka, we prevent Klonoa from touching the floor and loading from loading that area. You know the BSJ lesson. Oh, I didn't think that had landed. I was a bit slow grabbing that. BSJ-less approach. And then we're doing the same here again, preventing Klonoa from touching the ground to stop that door from being spawned. Big spring jump. I didn't know. No, I didn't know there was a big spring. I call it super bounce. That's why I wasn't sure what it was. I didn't know there was a version without it. There is a faster way of getting through this room, but it is very, very precise, and I never get it right. Yeah, if there's a super bounce is a much better name. I don't know. It's just, as I say, it's just what I've always called it. We're going IGT strat, so not going to interrupt the animation there. There's an RTA strat there where you interrupt the animation. Interrupt the animation of Klonoa putting the key in, and he'll go through the door a bit quicker. Then here we can use both the analog stick and the D-pad at the same time. Sort of push Klonoa through that gap. So how does the big spring jump version let's work? Because how do you, like, get far enough over? Flutter to the moving bit of the platform and jump right. That would potentially be faster because, well, A, you're not going up as high in the air. And B, you don't waste time, like, trying to get one. It doesn't update your grounded. Oh, I'll have to have a look at that. That's potentially quite interesting. As I say, it's rare that I get a super bounce, like, instantly. It usually takes me a couple of attempts. Partly because I never tried to change my inputs. I feel like super bounce would be easier if I, like, put X and square as jump. Oh, I believe the prediction timer has now run out. We are 30 minutes. I believe we're now 30 minutes in. Oh, I am not doing very well with this tat. Oh. That was terrible. That was a really awful super tat bot. That was really slow. Alright, now for this section where we completely ignore the little platform and just sort of make our way over on our own. Make sure I walk past that rock. Ah, you can get into that cannon from there. I want to, yeah, I'm going to have a look at Bounceless, because of the day, it's rare that I get a super bounce on the first attempt. Because you have to push both inputs on exactly the same frame. And that sounds really easy, but it's not. You know, you pushing two different buttons on your controller, you can't control exactly when you're pressing down on them. Yes, I'd definitely be interested in having a look at that. I'm assuming this is still support mode only. This isn't something you can do in. It's like I always try and do one there as well. Although actually, this is standard mode. You want one there. You don't actually want it in support mode. You want. You can do Popculus too. Oh, because like I've always thought that I've seen the Popculus version of that trick be done, and it's you have to like. If I recall correctly, you do touch the ground, and you have to like be on the very, very left edge of the platform because there's a slight desync there. Like it's not the loading zone isn't quite there at that position. Why, hey. Now, I'm not going to attempt the horizontal throw. Ron, I've lost a bit of time in Underground Factory, so I don't want to. I want to play this a little bit safe. Make sure I can actually. Oh. Well, never mind. It was a nice thought. There we go. About the same time. As long as you maintain your grounded on the lower platform and don't update it, you get the trick almost every time. I'll have to watch some runs and stuff. I haven't watched any like newer records or anything in a while, so it'd be worth having a look through. Right, on to Vulcan Inferno. So so like here, these are the points where it all starts to get a bit easier on easy because you can just damage abuse over all of this. Because you've got fit like here, This was the bit that Neil was specifically referring to. Here, you got 15 hit points to get down here without waiting. But on normal, you just got to wait. On hard, you definitely have to wait, because on hard, you only get 1 hit point. Instant death on hard mode. You can still speed things up a little bit. Oh yeah, that's the other thing with the underground factory out of bounds trick. Without Popka, you've got no safety net. You have to make sure that you land it. You'll notice when I did it, I held on to Popka as long as possible. By holding on to Popka, it means that if you miss the platform, you can then use Popka to jump back up again. Alright, tanks back. Tanks for the memories. Bounce. Yeah, it is. Nice. That's a nice super bounce too. Unlike a couple of weeks ago where I just ran straight into that. Oh, I don't think I've ever tried that trick on the OG. I'm pretty sure that's a trick I didn't learn until this. So this is the bit I was referring to with taking damage boosts. You can actually do it on normal, but I've made a lot of mistakes in the past trying to get it right. And don't trust myself to do it correctly. It's quite tight. You have to make sure that everything's in the right position and all of that. Mute, mute. There's an invisible wall there. I don't think I've ever tried to Popka jump over that invisible wall. I'm assuming you can't, but I've just thought I've never actually tried it. Run, Klonoa! Run like your life depends on it, because it does! I'm pretty sure you can't. I don't think you could get over it. Okay. Now we are comically far ahead. Ba-bum, 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 ba-bum. Zupa. That zupa. We talk about Phantomilian, the language that Klonoa speaks, being sort of gibberish and kind of sounding a bit Japanese. Actually, it's got a bit of French in there as well. It's kind of like it sounds like a cross between French and Japanese. That super bounce was not overly helpful. But I do have more than 1 health, so I can just tank that hit. I love how there's a checkpoint there, the end of the level is here. Like, there's actually nothing to die to from this point onwards. Except unless you jumped into that Jetamo. You could take a hit from that Jetamo and that would kill you. That checkpoint is completely useless. Right, we're done in Volk. Gonna go back to Baggy, and Baggy's gonna tell us, get on that boat. Get on that there Ark. The one up there. We'll land on the fire to the... Does the cutscene only trigger if you move to the left? I thought the cutscene triggered just as you fall back down. Although, yeah, that would... Oh. I never considered that before. Alright, Isra's Ark. I suppose not, because actually, if it did... If it did, then... The trigger for... You'd hit the trigger for it as you went up in the air. Oh, nice! I actually hit the bounce pad. Usually, I land on the tree trunk in the mid, like in the bounce pad. Oh, well, that was... I've never done that before. That's never happened before. Nick, please don't die here. That would be very embarrassing. That collision. It's a funny old game, this one. You know what? I'm going to make sure that I grab that just to be on the safe side. So in Ishra's Ark, we are introduced to the Laquari. Yeah, nice. That's that jump is a lot tighter than it looks. So we've got a red. Oh, come on, Nick! It's not concentrating properly. There we go. So now we turn it red, and we're done. Right, biggest skip of the game. This is. No, I'll probably get it now. I usually I tend to get it second time round because the positioning is a bit different. Oh, but I've got to stop fat fingering and hitting the popcorn button. No, I was the wrong side of it. Oh, I am running out of lives. There we go, that'll do it. No, what? Yeah, there we go. Dude, wow. That was awkward. Usually it takes me 2 attempts because the when you first enter, the flying moves at a slightly different position, and it's easier on the respawn. But at least we got it. That's engine skip 1. I have had some runs where I've got it right first try, but it's rare. Back down we go with the key. Open sesame. In we go to engine 2. We're going to throw a red Laquari into the engine to switch it on. Fairly straightforward. Just throw that there. That's that one there. Throw that one there. A little bit. So I started my bounce a little too early. Ugh. Moving on. On the way back, fall in line with the dream stones. This manipulates the spawn of the moo and the height platform the Ramgubi in a suitable spot. What, like here? I didn't know that one. Ah, cool. Oh, I like that. Thanks, Neil. That was much more optimized. Me likey. We've got to do a bit of a journey in this area because we're gonna wait for. We got to go and get the key and then walk all the way around. There we go. That one's fine. This is where on easy difficulty, engine skippers, you can grab that moo on easy difficulty. And thus skipping needing that key, you just go, you grab that moo and then you can get straight to that switch. There, I've never done it because I've never played the game on easy. So I might have a crack at it after this run. Just for a bit of a palate cleanser. I'm assuming that skip is I was going to say I'm assuming that skip is bigger than engine skip 1. Cuz it's a very long route that you take. We're going to have to go round in a big circle again. So I think the route's much longer. Oh, god damn it, Nick. Oh, seriously? Come on. There we go. Over a minute. Nice. I'm really struggling. It'll be better during the marathon because I'm always a lot more clued in and concentrate, and also I concentrate a lot more on my commentary in the marathon. I do the usual stories of, it's how I first got into the game. It's the first game ever speedrun. I love my mom. All of that jazz. The usual stuff. Yeah. Bum 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 bum. There we go, and Ishrazark is complete. Unfortunately, due to a number of different mistakes, I am now a minute behind. Whoever put 500 points on me to get a PB is probably not going to be seeing their investment return at this rate. But there's still time. I don't know where or when, but there will still be time to pull some of that back. Anyway, enjoy some music. chill. Do 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 do. Oh my word. Gold split! 'Tis a gold split on the mountains of Mirror Mirror. That's not happened in a long time. We will not be seeing Maze Out of Bounds. I have not tried to learn Maze Out of Bounds. That is wacky crazy shit, which I am terrified of. Do 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 do. Oh. That was very slow. I should be able to do this without the Erbil. Yeah, there we go. Easy peasy. Do 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 do. Weird, one of the weirdest tricks in the game. For some reason, that platform is not solid, and you can just do that. It is really cool. It's something I should try and learn, just so that at least I know it. And then we're gonna go over the top of that invisible wall to get through to there nice and quickly. That's pretty good. I'll take that. Fairly good route. I love that room. Never know how I'm going to do it. Make it up every time. I mean, to be honest, the most optimal way of doing that room, at least without like really going through and like properly trying to figure out exactly the most optimal route. But the main thing is use Popka whenever he's off cooldown, because the quicker you use him, the quicker he comes off cooldown, and the more you'll get to use him. And obviously, it's a massive time saving there. You can skip this entire puzzle. That's something I didn't know. Do 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 do. Oh, if it's like not RCA friendly, I wouldn't want to do it anyway. It's like when it comes to Tat at the end of Joliant Fun Park, I won't be doing the ITT strat. I'll be starting it immediately. As I say, I want to keep my RTA down. Right. I can't remember. I can never remember if I got this first try on PB or not. So we just go for it and see what happens. Popka at the ready. To jump if needed. Kablamo. Little movements. Keep moving straight as much as possible. Popka jump. Oh. I was like, I'll Popka jump over that so I don't have to go all the way over to that side. And then it didn't matter. Bang. Alright. That was the easy bit. Now for the tricky part. Getting it all in one go. Jump on. Right, here we go. Be kind. That second one was... Unfortunately, that is a failure. That second one was so slow. And it turns out I did not get this right first try in my PBs. That would have been a time save. That second move was just so slow. That's horrible. So, hang on. Do something the door whilst that one Lacuri from that one room. I can't. Damn it, I got no way of reading the text because it's hidden. I just have to quickly come out. Get rid of that. There we go. You have to walk through the door while the Lacuri from that one room is moving towards you. But it has to be close enough such that when you hit up to enter, it gets placed in your hand so it doesn't pop. Okay. Yeah. You have to carry it through to the giant room without popping out. Bloody hell. Right, Noxious Lalakusha. The catastrophe. Of all the levels where you have to redo them, you do the same level again. Lalakusha is probably the weakest. It's probably the one that doesn't change as much as the others. There really isn't that much difference to it. That was a nice movement, though. Popka does become a lot more handy in this version, though. Nice. Slightly faster to grab the move. Take a move with me. Gotcha. Nice. That's our first intended death of the run. So now we're going to respawn over here. I'm going to play this safe. There we go. You can avoid having to wait around for that Lakiri, but in order to do so, you have to get a super bounce, and it can be a bit slow if you're not getting it. I would agree with that, certainly. Move over enough so that things spawn. There we go. Then this is one trick which I believe is doable on this version, but I cannot land it. It is possible to hit that pendulum into the block by moving far over to the right instead. I can do it on the PS2 version, but I've never been able to do it on this version. I do believe it's doable. I'm sure I've seen someone do it, but it seems to be even more precise. Part of it will be down to the fact that I'm now playing in 16:9, whereas the PS2 version's 4:3. In fact, I know that Neil actually plays the game in 16:10 rather than 16:9. Oh, nice! I got a gold split. Because playing the game in 16:10 gives you slightly more height. You can see up a little bit more, and there's a couple of advantages to it. I only don't because I don't want to have to create a scene specifically for 16:10, but also because there's most marathons won't provide a 16:10 layout to use. Right, there's one bit that I've struggled with recently on here. I hope I can get this right first try, which is the bridge gap, the bridge skip. She's coming up right now. I've got the order of all of that incorrect. That was terrible. The Popka jump should have come first. That's better. There we go. Two attempts. That's all right. I'll take that. There's a fast strat for what you were describing with Popka. What do you mean? Oh, as in the pendulum in Noxious Alakusha. I'm pretty sure I used to do it with Popka. Oh, it doesn't work in any resolution. Yeah, so I always used to do it where you you grabbed either of them. You didn't move all the way to the right. You kind of moved all the way to the right and then took a slight left so that you weren't right up against the edge. And then you do a popka jump. Yeah, then do a popka jump and throw at the pendulum like almost at the max height. Yeah, as I say, I've never been able to do it. I can do it on the PS2 version. I've never done it on this version. That was a really nice glide. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a gold split, actually. This has been very smooth. Oh, except I died during... Yeah, I died during for the first bridge attempt, so no, it won't be a gold split. I've got a ping, though. I may need to check that ping out. I've got a ping on Discord. I may need to check it, because if it's something Prevent-A-Thon related, I might be required to answer it. Oh, that's a good point. Right, on to empty Sea of Tears. The Sea of Tears has been drained. It's now empty, and therefore it's the empty Sea of Tears. It's like the previous level, where it was dark. So it's called the Dark Sea of Tears. Very on the nose with their level names. Which is weird, because like when Volk City is on fire, it's not called Fire City. It's Vulcan Inferno, which sounds like a really cool name. And really, a different word than just fire, or it's not quite so on the nose. It goes from Volk City to Vulcan Inferno. But then you've got Sea of Tears, which is Sea of Tears and Dark Sea of Tears. Yeah, those calculations would be different on Unity compared to whatever the original engine for this was. I have no idea what the original version was made in. Havoc? Would have been Havoc. Oh, let's Popka is a very nice to have in the slider levels, particularly the last two slider levels. There's not many places to fall off in there's no places to fall off in Jungle Slider. I don't think you can fall off the level, except maybe when chasing Tap. I don't know. There's very few places to fall off in Mountains Mirror Mirror, but there are some. But then here, and then particularly the final slider level, the Forgotten Path, there are loads of places to fall off. Jump over that one. Use that one. Use that one. Bounce. Bounce. Yeah. So it's good to practice that one. Oh, almost certainly. Yeah, the different calculations there'll be slight differences. It depends what kind of numbers were used. Although you'd think they wouldn't. Oh, sugar. Like if it was floats in the original, you'd think they'd still use floats in this. They wouldn't go any further. Can you go further than a float? Only really use integers. I think what surprised me with this is that there's never been any desire to mod it. Like Unity games are from what I understand are relatively easy to mod. So I'm surprised. I say that. I've never really looked. Right, I'm going to concentrate on Embryo Compass because this is the boss fight that can go awry very easily. Lot of RNG in this fight. It's already not great RNG because I'm not in position to get to her again. This is alright though. Shh. No, or not. That was not ideal. I'm going to wait for it to jump. I'm going to have to wait for it to jump again. Yeah, come on, Nick. Thanks, Meryl. Don't need you now. Right. Again, RNG of where the moves spawn. That was a really bad move spawn. It is the thing you always have to deal with in this game. There is no RNG in the levels unless that level has a mini boss. The bosses are RNG heavy as heck. Right, like here now, I'm gonna try and find. There he is. Wait for it to jump. Ooh, wasn't sure if I was going to grab that. Nice. That was a good final hit, though. And that was a considerable time save over my PB. I'm probably not going to do this easy run now, only because there's been so many times in this run where I've been like, oh wow, that's a good time save over PB. Like if I can stop making some of the really dumb mistakes that I'm making, a PB in this run should be fairly straightforward, you'd think. Right, Ishva's Arc revisited. Let's do this. We have 3 attempts to get some engine skips. Here's hoping. Nor you. Ba -ba -da -ba, ba -da -ba. I think on Fantasy Reverie series, the best I've ever done is 2 out of 3. I have a single marathon run where I've had all 3. Actually, that might have been Fantasy Reverie, actually. I can't remember. Right. Get rid of one of those moves. Take an extra hit because I forgot. That's way too slow. That's not going to be it. It's far too slow. I missed. I freaking missed the move. Oh well. It's not really a time loss. It's just not a time gain. That one I never jump to grab that Jetimo, because it's in a really weird position and it's very easy to just like hit the ceiling with it. All right, 1 down, 1 failed, 2 to attempt. Screwed that up again. I also hate this room. But that was okay. Okay, I wasn't intending to do that, but oh well, I did it. That was almost intended. Not quite, though. Go grab the key. A boing. Bum ba bum 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 bum. That was all good. That hit was intentional. In we go. Engine 2. Second attempt. Engine 2 is the hardest. So I will not be surprised if I miss this one. Luckily, Engine 2 is also the smallest time save. Take the hit. Oh, and that's a massive time loss. Oh, no, it isn't, because I hit the checkpoint. Never mind, I hit the checkpoint anyway, so it was never going to work. Oh, I don't know why I was going for the coin there. That was dumb. What am I doing? No, I stupidly hit the well, I say I stupidly hit the checkpoint. It actually worked out in my favor that I hit the checkpoint. So never mind. I'd say very, very rare that I hit the second one because you have to like do a drive-by and it's really awkward. Now we get this little bit of nothing. Nothing we can do here to speed this up. I'm just jumping for the sake of it. Like, not moving doesn't make a difference. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ma ma. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Right, we are slowly approaching Engine 3. It would be nice to get one of them right. So I'm hoping I can at least show it off with Engine 3. Don't. Grab the JMO. Party again. Oh, it's the wrong way of doing that room. But at least I didn't die. That was the important thing there. And then make sure we touch the floor there. If you don't touch the floor there, a spiker won't spawn in the next room. And you want that spiker to spawn. Right here. That spiker doesn't spawn if you don't touch the floor there. Oh. We'll do that the slow way. If you just clip that spiker with the boomy as you bounce off of it, then you will it'll explode. Oh. I remember that puzzle on normal mode rather than non-support mode. And just completely screwing it up every time. Right. No. Oh, what? It exploded, but didn't... I must have got my positioning wrong. That's better. That's what I was trying to do. Alright, back outside. No engine skip here. Oh, that was stupid. There we go. But now we will try for the final engine skip here. So exactly the same again. Want to try and take damage. We've only got 1 health. Throw a boomy in and then die within half a second. I'm gonna let those explode. I really should come into here with them. I really should come into here with... That could be good. That could be good. Yeah! 1 out of 3's not bad. 1 out of 3's not good. 2 out of 3 would have been better. But I got 1 of them. So that's alright. 1's alright. But there you go. That is the... that's the Ishra's Arc engine, Ishra's Arc Revisited engine skip. There's a half-second delay between the game registering the explosion and setting a checkpoint. So if you can trigger the explosion but die before the checkpoint is set, then then you will return, the explosion will still trigger, but you'll return to your previous checkpoint, which is right where you want to be. Now we have this very, very long level. It's not actually as long as... No. It's not actually as long as Ishra's Arc Revisited, it just feels it. Because there's not a lot going on in this level. It's just very vast. Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. So yeah, there's a lot of... There is a lot of just running around in this level. I did that. I shouldn't have used popcorn when I did there. I thought I was being smart. Pop could jump over that. Ignore that whole mechanic. You know, just do it. Not using Popka there is probably faster. I do know the final room skip, but I'm not very good at it. I might give it a go once because we're behind anyway, so it doesn't really matter. This, sadly, for those who voted for, those who predicted that it would be a PB, you are not going to be winning anything. I say I'll give it a try once, but I'm very bad at it. It's so tight. wait a bit to start your flutter, use popcorn, then land on the platform. Now, can I get the fast version of this? No, I can't. Let me re-enter the room. If you are like super fast at this, there is a really fast version of this. You can get, but like, there we go. That's it. No, but you're not supposed to fuck it up on the last hit. That's what you're supposed to do. There we go. I hate that room. I hate it. I hate it mostly because you're never expected to do anything like that at any other point in the game. The thing with this level is that it like throws at you every skill that you've had to use so far in the game. Except that one isn't something you've ever had to do before. So, wait a bit to start your flutter, use popcorn, then land on the platform. Then jump over the wall. This room is just boring. Nothing happens in this room. You just have to wait. I'm spinning around. Move out of my way. Yeah. I have landed it before. I'm just really bad at it. Oh, that wasn't quite what I was intending to do, but we got there. 180 as soon as you hit the left side of the spring. Oh, I see what you mean. It's like the moment I connect with the spring. The moment I connect with the spring, turn back round again. Yeah, with the final room skip, it's not really about height, it's about distance. Ah. Guess I'm doing this traditionally. There we go. It's very tight, but if you... I mistimed the trying to grab it, but if you wait for the helicopter and the moo to spawn out of there and then go for it, and then and then fire your wind bullet into that portal, you can grab the Jetimo as it spawns. Right, this is one of my favourite skips in the game. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Perfect. First try. Ooh, that was a little tight. I love that skip. I'm gonna play this safe and just do this normally. You can use Popka to just sort of like get around these, but it's really awkward, and I end up making a mess of it more often than not. Right, this is the final room skip. As I say, I'll give it a try. Okay, so I actually successfully got on top of the platform, but I'm... crap. I successfully got on top of the platform. Unfortunately, I moved too far to the right. No, you've got to... What you got to be able to do... As I said, we're massively behind, and there's no way I'm going to PB this, so we might as well like give this a go. There we go. I've definitely screwed this up. Eventually, Klonoa will just die. Eventually, it takes a while. Yeah, I overshot it massively. Eventually, Klonoa will hit a death plane. There we go. There it is. There we go. And that's the end of the level. So yeah, doing that was, I'm surprised actually. I said that I'm really bad at that, and obviously it took me a few attempts, but actually there was just that one little bit of advice you gave me in the middle of that, Neil, that made that so much easier, which was just wait a moment before fluttering. And that was it. There's a good chance I could pull that off in a run, proper, like first try now. Because that was so, as soon as I just waited, yeah, sadly not a PB, yeah, certainly not a gold split for that level. But yeah, I do think I could do that. There's one major issue with that trick, and it's called practice. The big problem with trying to if you don't know, there's no mid-level loads. Like if you quit the game and reload, you start any level from the start. You can't load into a level halfway through. So every time you boot up the game, if you want to try that trick, you have to start from the start of the level and make your way all the way to the end. The next problem with that trick is the moment you get that trick right, the level ends. So you can get it right, and then if you want to try it again, you have to redo the whole level. The correct way of practicing that is to get the PS2 version on an emulator and use a save state. It's not that much different on emulator. A practice tool. I have absolutely no knowledge of how to mod Unity, so I have no idea. Say it all with a practice tool for that trick. It's all going to be down to whether or not once that final cutscene plays, whether the checkpoint's still registered. It should be, from my knowledge of how the checkpoints work for like doing making the auto splitter. The auto splitter does track them. We just don't use that data for anything. Or rather, the auto splitter can track them. We just don't, because there's no point. There's no need for it. I do believe that during those cutscenes, the checkpoint's still valid. So you just need something. You just need to be able to trigger it. I just don't know how easy or difficult that would be. That'd be interesting. All right, on to Terminus of Tears. We'll do the first really weird, wacky part that nobody can explain. Wap wap. Again, lots of RNG here. Everything in this boss fight is RNG. How he moves, where these white things spawn, where the enemies spawn. If he throws out another enemy. Hope that hits. Yep. I think he's gonna. Yep. One more hit should be fine, as long as we get it done within one phase, because he does have, like, eventually you kind of get to the end of the corridor and the corridor resets and you go around again, and the reset of it is like a really long section. So that's the first half. Whoa, ow! I don't know why. I don't really pop at this point. Oh, what? Oh. Well, it was really good RNG, and I completely blew it. Now I have to do this section without taking a hit. Yeah, if you don't kill him quickly enough. Is it? I say it resets. You don't see anything happen. Nothing. And that's time. 1 hour, 12 minutes and 9 seconds. Just under 3 minutes behind. I can't. I should check. I can't remember what happens if you try and pop jump and grab one of those things. If I recall correctly, it doesn't really work. Like, it knocks it out of the way. You can't grab it. Anyway, that's the run. Does it? Maybe I've just tried to grab it wrong. Yeah. Oh. Yep. All done. First run complete. Alright, whilst the credits are playing. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh. Ping was from the tech lead directly to me as a DM. Oh, that's fine. Asking if someone can shadow me on Saturday. Absolutely. Sorry, I'm just checking to see if there's anything I need to be aware of for Prevent-A-Thon. And there isn't. It is, yeah. That does therefore mean that it was not a PB, sadly. So we'll resolve that. The answer is no. Congratulations to whoever won some points. Hello, ID Catherine. Welcome. Interacted on Blue Sky. I've interacted with a few folks on Blue Sky. Which one was yours? Oh, I have 3 notifications. Oh, lots of people like that I'm streaming right now. That's nice. I say lots, 3. 3 people have liked. It, which is always nice. Oh, I was going to start dancing again. Wait for it. I'm getting overexcited. Hello. Right, ready. Here we go. Oh yeah, plenty of British craziness to go around. But good to see a fellow Brit. I just love it. This is one of the big reasons I love Klonoa 2 is the music. The music is just superb. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you too. Oh, good morning, Nick RP Green. But it's 10 o'clock at night. That's not morning. That's not morning at all. You lied to me, game. You lied. Not that this is a PB, so it doesn't matter. But let's verify. Let's verify the run anyway.
New follower.
Damn. And thank you very much for the follow, which I'm pretty sure does now mean that I'm back. Or have already hit 1,200 before, but then someone unfollowed. So, ID Catherine, you are my 1,200th follower. Yeah. And there it is, as you saw, verified on the game as well. 1 hour, 12 minutes and 9 seconds. Nearly 3 minutes behind PB. So I said that I was going to do. I might do an easy run because I've never done an easy run, and it'd be good to do it to get it on the board. On the other hand, if I just stop making some really shit, even if I don't hit certain engine skips and stuff, just having a nice clean run where I have no unintentional deaths and there's just a few extra, it goes smoothly. There's a PB right there. It should be fairly easy to get. So we're going to go to a break. We're going to go to a short break just so we can have a pee, play ads so that people aren't seeing ads when they come in and all of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it up to you folks. I'm not going to run a poll because I always find that we run a poll and it ends up tied. And also if I run a Twitch poll, then my YouTube viewers can't join in. So all I just want is just a quick straw poll whilst we go for a break. Just pop in the chat. What do you want to see? Do you want me to give this another go, see if I can PB it? Or should we just crack out an easy run, get it done? So yeah, whatever seems to be the most popular response in the chat when I return is what we're going to go for. In the meantime, enjoy some tunes. Go for a pee break yourself. Grab yourself a drink if you need one. And I will see you all in a few minutes. Haha. Welcome back, folks. You're watching Tuesday Night Speedrunning here on the Nick RP stream, where we're practicing Klonoa 2, ready for my Speedrunmizer Prevent-A-Thon run this Thursday. I'll grab you all a link to the Prevent-A-Thon schedule so you can find out exactly what time that run is in your own time zone. It is 7:42 p.m. UK time, but here you go, folks. And of course, we still have that really annoying glitch with StreamerBot where I post a link or I post anything in the chat, and instead of sending one to the vertical stream and one to the horizontal stream, it just sends the same message twice to one of the streams. It's really weird. Anyway, what have you folks been saying whilst we've been gone? What do we want to see? Seems Neil's the only one. My normal support time is seems like we're going to go for an easy run. Right. Let's get on with it then. Oh, wait, when you said sorry, I saw you write Cantina Band, but didn't clock that you meant play that same song. Okay, same song. So we have basically one vote for normal and one vote for easy. There is, since it's a tie, and I should probably settle the tie, there is one other reason to do normal over easy, which is I do actually have to perform a normal run this Thursday, and this is supposed to be practice for it. Though it's not that much different, that's the thing. But go on, we'll flip a coin. In fact, we'll do better than flip a coin. We're going to play a game, and that game is also going to determine what we do. Let's have a good old-fashioned game of Keratin or Gakko. I'm going to push a button on my Stream Deck, which is going to run a poll. Run a prediction for Keratin or Gakko. At the end of it, it will automatically play either a Keratin croak or a Gakko quack. It's completely random. You can bid on it to get your bids on which one you think it's going to be. Obviously, someone will only if it works. It should do. I'm confident that this one works. But we will also add into this, if it's Keratin, we will do another normal run. And if it's Gakko, we will do an easy run. Okay? So,
I can read you like an open book.
Get your bets in. Is it going to be a Keratin normal run or Gakko? You only have 30 seconds with this one. Keratin normal run, Gakko easy run. 500 points. 500 apiece for each. And time is up. It's a Gakko. And it's there we go. And it also instantly that's the other nice thing, it also instantly resolves the prediction and gives out the points. I love that. Right, in that case, easy run it is. 1,000 for the night is a pretty good turnout. That is not bad at all. Right, in that case, before we go any further, I do need to sort some splits out. So I'm gonna save my splits. Save splits. Going to edit my splits. Clear history. Clear times. And in additional info, change normal to easy. There we go. And save these splits as Klonoa folder. 80% easy support mode. There we go. I've done hard. I've done normal. Now we're going to take a trip down easy street and do some easy. Are you ready, folks? Oh yeah, I suppose I could have also ran against my my normal splits, because then for the most part they're not going to be that much different. We'll get some fresh splits. Right. Keep my my 100%. Doesn't actually. I only ever need 2. We'll do it on this one. We'll do it on the one number 3. Right. Easy difficulty. There you go. You can see the difference in the wind bullet by the picture. And 15 hit points instead of 3, and infinite lives. Here we go. Starting in 3, 2, 1. My first ever. Oh my god! Tutorials are on. My first ever easy run. And you know the thing that I instantly love about this category is they didn't do anything about changing any of the pickups. There was a life. There was a life just sat there for me to go and pick up, despite having infinite lives. We have infinite lives. There's absolutely no reason at all to pick. There's another one there just floating there. We've got infinite lives. We don't need to pick up any more lives. It's completely pointless. Why are you there? What? Oh yeah, that's a good point actually. What is the preferred thing to do there? Is it try and take as much damage as you can on the way, or is it just don't bother with the engine skips? Awesome. Enjoyed, Eagle, and thank you again for another round of subs. All the death warps still same time, take damage along the way. Cool. Though I wonder, because I'm not consistent at them, whether it's even worth, like, certainly the second one, it's not even going to be worth trying, because I probably won't land it anyway. Yeah, I got an extra life. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, as I say, I probably won't even attempt Engine 2 then. It's very, very rare that I hit it. And it's also the smallest time save of the 3 anyway. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, 10 seconds sounds about right. It's going to be a gold split for every single one. I don't think... I'm pretty sure because it's a brand new gold split, we won't get the notification every time, thankfully.
Yeah.
Right, on to Noxious Lalakusha. No, we're getting ahead of ourselves. On to Lalakusha. Grabbing certain things is going to be so much easier. I'm ready for this to be a breathe. I'm also ready for like muscle memory to like completely destroy any notion of how far away I can be to grab things. Do a popka jump there to get over that one, and then also means that it's ready again so I can get over that one. Splash. Yeah. Get ready to grab. Oh, I nearly missed that. Up we go. Row, 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 row. I love the worms. The game has some really cool puzzle mechanics. I'm gonna do that so that I still have popka ready straight away for this. Right. There we go. Oh, let's say I was a bit slow throwing that, but it's not actually an issue. Oh, I shouldn't have gone for it. I thought I had it. Oh, careful. There's no need to collect dreamstones either. Nothing I do. I do not need extra lives. Alright, on to Fulgur and the Armor Beasts. I don't believe like the bosses take less hits or anything. I can't remember if there was anything else like that. Guess we'll find out. Oh. Oh, nice RNG, but he wasn't quite in the right position. Oh yeah. Okay, wow. Yeah. Yes, bosses are significantly faster. Oh, again, he wasn't quite in the right position. Because the bosses don't have any extra health on hard. But yeah, that was, significantly faster. Nice. God, this should be an absolute breeze. Oh, no. I do not want to fight. I don't want to take 3 times as long to fight Cursley Arena. Thank you very much. Now we get Klonoa's funny line. You know, I did something today that I haven't done in quite a while. I'm very proud of myself for it. And it won't seem like a big accomplishment when I tell you what it is. But I'm really proud of myself. Because with speedrunning and all of my tech stuff, and the fact that most of my free time on my computer outside of doing any of those other things is spent playing League of Legends. Today, I completed a video game outside of speedrunning. Obviously, I complete video games all the time because I'm a speedrunner. Every single stream, I'm completing multiple games, but it's the same game over and over again, and I'm speedrunning. That's the difference. I actually beat a new game that I've never played. Oh, of course, I don't need to dodge stuff, do I? just go straight for. We can have a this we can just complete break. Just go forwards. I didn't know you could. Oh, that's cool. I did not know about animation cancelling with the wind bullet. Ah, that's useful information. You learn something new every day. I have another ping on Discord. But yeah, I completed a new video game that I've not completed before, which was great. I really enjoy. I have mentioned the game on the channel before, but I've been trying to play more games on my phone because I've really enjoyed playing on my Vita. But ever since I started Jade Cocoon, and I needed to be able to practice Jade Cocoon on my phone rather than I can't practice it on my Vita. It's not supported and it crashes. So ever since I started running Jade Cocoon, I've been playing more games on my phone. I've got Netflix, and Netflix you can download a bunch of free games through Netflix. So I've been playing Death's Door, which is a game I've always had my eye on. Saw it was on Netflix. I was like, okay, let's give that a go. That'll be fun. And yeah, I've really enjoyed it. I've completed it today, beat the final boss. There is a bit of a post game to it as well, but there's not that much to it. So yeah, I've really enjoyed Death's Door. It's been fairly challenging. It's not the hardest sort of hack and slash. It's an isometric hack and slash. It's Death's Door. I've really enjoyed it. I'll say it's been really nice to complete a game. I don't spend a lot of time playing games. Of course, with the increased wind bullet, you can capture her a lot quicker. Yeah, like whenever I'm on my computer, really, whenever I'm on my computer, I'm either coding, working, doing some sort of Speedrun Tools UK work, doing actual my job work, among other things. And usually if I'm playing a game on my computer, it's League of Legends. I'm either playing Teamfight Tactics or I'm playing a lot of Brawl since Brawl released. As in Brawl on League of Legends, not Super Smash Brothers Brawl. League of Legends has a new game mode called Brawl. It's like really fast 10-15 minute games. And that's been a lot of fun. So I've been playing a lot of that. I am still playing if I know like I can't afford to play, so if I know that I need to play a game that I can pause, because if you can't pause League of Legends, I have been continuing a playthrough of Oblivion Remastered, which I might finally finish Oblivion properly for the first time. I've speedrun Oblivion. I've done the like really quick 10 minute out of bounds speedrun, but to this day, despite me putting hundreds of hours into Oblivion, I've never completed it outside of the speedrun. So hopefully that's finally going to change. So yeah, I've been enjoying Oblivion. In League, I don't because I mean for a very long time I've only really played ARAM. Oh crap. I tried to hit that from really far away and then jumped way too early for the other one. Oh, a little bit of time lost, but not huge. I've been mainly playing ARAM, so I haven't really mained anyone. But my most played champions of all time are oh, that was stupid. Hang on. My most played champions of all time are Misfortune and Malphite, which are two very, very different champions. I primarily play like tanky junglers. Is what I've tended to enjoy in the past. Things like Vi, Elise, Amumu. I was an Amumu main for a very long time. I've played plenty of Rammus, but I wouldn't say I've never been a Rammus main. And then outside of jungle, I've played. I used to play quite a lot of ADC. I did for a while try and really get into top, but wasn't that good at top. I used to really like Gnar in top. Right, I'm gonna try the. I'm gonna do the IGT trick here, and I think I know what I want to do. I'm still gonna go via the roller coaster, but I think it's 5 roller coasters, and it's not the platform on the right, it's the platform on the left. But yeah, ADC's like Misfortune, as I said, is or I could completely forget about it because I'm used to, yeah. If I could grab her, there we go. Yeah, Misfortune, Jinx, Tristana, Varus. I played a lot of Ezreal just because he's so safe. I really miss Dominion and TFT. Dominion and 3v3. I used to play a lot of 3v3. I used to play a lot of Gnar in 3v3. Oh, Christ. Ah, too slow that time. Oh, yo, 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 yo! Okay, let's do the spin attack because the spin attack's quicker. Whoops! I did not think. I didn't think I'd grab that move, so I was not prepared for the fact that I did. I used to play a lot of Gnar. I used to have a couple of mates where we'd play like we do like Nunu Cho'Gath Tryndamere was like our go-to. I would tend to be the Cho'Gath in that situation. Like Nunu. This was back with old Nunu as well, not new Nunu. So like you'd use Cho'Gath and Nunu to just disrupt the enemy and just keep them in one place. Nunu's Blood Boil would be used on Tryndamere to give him an attack speed boost, and then Tryndamere would just murder everybody. Yeah. I miss 3v3 and Dominion. As I used to enjoy Dominion. I really miss Ascension. There was a featured game mode they used to run called Ascension, which was played on the Crystal Scar, which is the map that Dominion used to be played on. I used to play Quinn on Ascension. I used to absolutely just ruin people as Quinn. It was so much fun. But in Brawl, because as I say, because I play so much ARAM, haven't really had a main for a very long time, because you don't main anyone in ARAM. It's random. You randomly get assigned a champion. So now that I'm back in Brawl, my mains in Brawl have been quite weird because the missions that you can do in the missions that you get given to do in the game, there's a bunch of mastery based ones, which are like you have a set every season. You have a set of champions that the game wants you to try and master and get, do well in games, get mastery points and stuff like that. So I've been primarily focusing on those, and considering everything that I've just said about, I've made either ADC or I favor tanky champions and stuff like that. You might be surprised that because of the champions that were assigned in my list, my most success has been Kassadin, which is like as far away from either an ADC or a tanky top laner as you can probably get. Very, very squishy AP assassin. Diana as well. Diana is one that I've been playing a lot of in Brawl. Diana's been really frustrating in Brawl, because in Brawl it's really easy to like pick off people from the side and like get around the outside of the map and and gank. And the amount of times as Diana where I'll go through the brushes, I'll gank, or I'll get up behind the enemy team and dive in, ult, get 2 or 3 people in my ult, and my team is just standing there watching. Like, nobody has anticipated, nobody has gotten into position. It's crazy. Oh, sugar, I forgot the, whoops. I forgot the, oh, whoops. There's a death. Oh, and I missed a checkpoint. Well, that was really dumb. As I do primarily play teamfight tactics more. I'm pushing for Emerald this season. I'm currently Plat 3. I was Plat 2, but I dropped back down again. But I'm hoping I can get to Emerald. I haven't been Emerald in quite a while. Stupid Emerald. I was Diamond in TFT once, back when before Emerald became a thing. Oh. I was like, oh, what? Let's try pop jump over that invisible wall. Nope, that invisible wall is in Vulcan Inferno. Get that completely useless extra life. I have 2 pet snakes, as well as Eli. I originally had 2 pet snakes, then I had 16 pet snakes. You can guess what happened. Then I had 4, then I had 3, and now I have 2. You can guess what happened there as well. The two snakes that I've got left, I have the mother, Phoenix. She was named before we got her. We got her off one of Heidi's friends, and then we have a daughter, one of 14 daughters. Unfortunately, the father died, and we did keep another baby snake, but he escaped, and we never found him again. It was only a baby, so it either died or we did hear a news report long after we'd moved out of our flat that someone had found a snake in their oven. So it might have been related. Never know. But yeah, the dad was called Phantom because he was grey. Unfortunately, he died a couple of years ago. No. When I say in the oven, I think it was just like crawling around below someone's oven. The snake was alive. I can't verify whether or not it was definitely Shadow. The baby snake was called Shadow. Yes, named after Shadow the Hedgehog. But yeah, it just ran away. We never, I said ran away, slithered away. Never recovered it. Then months later, we moved out of the flat that we lost him in. And then like another 6 months to a year after that, Heidi's brother. I've done this again. I'm not supposed to use this elevator. Right, let me concentrate on this for a second, actually. Nice. Yeah, Heidi's brother was still living in a similar area to us. And yeah, over the local news on the radio one day, he heard a story that someone in Rugby, we used to live in Rugby, someone in Rugby had found a snake, like slithering around under their oven. So there's no guarantee that it was definitely Shadow, but it's a very good chance. I keep screwing that one up. I think I'm grabbing it I'm grabbing it way too early. That's why. There we go. Skip that door. So yeah, there's absolutely no guarantee that it was Shadow, but it's a bit of a coincidence. I think part of the reason I'm screwing that one up is because I'm like grabbing it out of the air. I should be as far right as possible. I should already be as far right as possible to grab it. And it should be even easier on easy because I can grab it from further away. So rather than like, you know, it spawning here and me jumping up and grabbing it there, I should be already over here grabbing it. So that would probably fix that. But yeah, as I say, when the mother and daughter had babies, we kept two of them. One of them we called Shadow. The other one I've still got. She's quite happy and alive, and her name is Shavana. Through the... There we go. Through the wall. There we go. I did finally get round to explaining why I was talking about my snakes. Yeah, Shavana and Shadow. When we got Eli, I did try to get Heidi to call him Niddly. But also Eli's a boy, not a girl, so Niddly wouldn't really have worked. Could have called him Rengar, I suppose, but didn't really seem fitting. So, oh well. He was named Eli instead, and you know, is named after Liquid Snake from Metal Gear Solid. So disappointed. Five hits. Oh, this is going to be glorious. I hate this boss. Really hate this boss. If you couldn't tell my previous effort on this. I'm just really... I'm just really bad at being able to know when to throw it. Or like anticipate. I'm just bad at that fight. I really do hate that fight. Oh, that was terrible. That was also terrible. I'm making a right meal of this. Oh, okay. At least I've got that jump. That was awkward. Now for the boring room. This is the last room and it's really boring. Not a lot happens in here. Clunk. I love that noise, that clunk sound of Klonoa's skull hitting the ceiling. Parody! Do, 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 do. Another level down. Now we get to see how much quicker the mobile tank is. Welcome back, Cosmic. Tank the same. Yeah, the tank's actually the same. Oh, no, it's not. I'm assuming the first half of that was one less hit as well. Tank hasn't split. Alright. Here's where we can really make the most of that damage abuse. Here we go. That was yeah, it took me far too long to realise you should just hold right and not try and like deal with like jump and deal with anything. Oh well, we got there. We kind of got there in the end. There would be room for improvement at that bit. I think that's fair to say. Right, yeah. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Right, I'm gonna need to concentrate here because this is where I tend to just start making some really stupid death in my normal ones. Fuck. like here. Oh, sugar. I nearly screwed that up. Down we go. Do, 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 do. There you go. In fact, I just realised I took 2 hits doing that. Yeah, I've always... Yeah, whenever I've done that in the past, I've always tried to, like... I forget that Klonoa actually well... Does Neil, I'm hoping you can answer this. On easy, does Klonoa have a slightly longer set of iframes? You can't jump over that invisible wall. Right, there we go. I thought that felt weird. Yeah, that was significantly longer. Yeah, so it wouldn't make any difference. I wouldn't be able to do that same trick on normal. Bounce. Bounce. There we go. Run, Klonoa. You'll never die, but run. Say never die. I've already died once. This level, in fact. Was it this level? No, it might have been previous level. Oops, I didn't want to hit that. Pretty sure hitting those is slower. Ba 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 ba. All right, done. Well, that's Vulcan Inferno. Move on to Ishra's Arc and the big time save. We get the big easy time save coming up now. Oh, get more pings. I'm getting more Discord pings. I'm gonna attempt to check them on my phone. I don't really want to tab out the game. I don't want to tab out the game. Just in case there's something. Aw, I got some really nice feedback. That's nice. You want to use Popka a bit earlier? Oh, doing it just get done. Yeah, because the your iframes are going to be. Because the iframes are longer, that's... Oh yeah, how is that? That is going to be... How can you... Okay. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. So I realise this is going to be quite different. Basically use popcorn as soon as you jump, take a hit on the moon, extend your reach to grab him. Oh, cool. With the, yeah, that makes sense. With the extended reach, it's going to be. All right. Let's give this a crack. Gonna hit this jump first. Nice. All right, here we go. We've got infinite lives, so that's going to help. Right, so... Ah, I see. Right, I see. Oh, I forgot to hit the bloody checkpoint. Nick. Come on, Nick. Completely forgot to grab the checkpoint. Oh dear. Oh, no, that was badly timed. I told you, I've said before, that jump is not as easy as it looks. Right. Oh, I also had a feeling I was going to miss it. I just, you know... Right. Oh, okay, yeah, that's... Yeah, that's cool. Right, let's... Yeah, you're right. It's actually not... In fact, I'd argue that's easier. I think that's easier. It's just... obviously, just the timing is a little bit different. Cool. Now, whether I actually saved any time due to the stupid death and having to do it twice because I completely screwed it up, it remains to be seen. I have a feeling that wasn't actually a time save. But alas, it doesn't matter. It's done. We've still got the really big time save to go yet. Yeah, I would have thought so. Dude. I'm gonna wait for this thing to spin us around. So I've got one of the pings on Discord was some really nice feedback on because obviously with Prevent-A-Thon, I said, you know, Prevent-A-Thon's now taken Speedrun Tours UK, so in addition to like preparing everything, you know, preparing the package and updating it all and stuff, I've also done the runner OBS is my own creation. That's from scratch as well. I didn't build that from something else. I've taken a lot of influences from other ones that I've seen, but I built the whole thing from scratch. And of course, all the guides, every tech-based guide, so the runner setup guides. Oh, I forgot to take your advice on the well, I might as well hit that one now, mightn't I? Never mind. Last engine skip's still coming up. So let's do it. Unfortunately, we still have to make our way all the way up to that platform in the background. Yeah, I've done the runner setup guide, the setup volunteer guide, the tech checker guide, and the restreamer guide. for all of this. So yeah, a lot of guides. But I'm gonna read that feedback out on stream when this runs over with, because it looks really nice. Right, here we go. Right, now to make sure that we don't miss. And I missed. So I'm pretty sure I hit a checkpoint somewhere in all of that. There must have been a checkpoint somewhere. Yeah, here. Right, just give it another go. I think I went for it too early. I'm going the wrong way. Completely the wrong way. Not even close. Well, any time save I would have gained from this has now probably been lost. It's all a learning curve. Yeah, because I'm now going to have to do that. Right, so I should probably hit this checkpoint is what I should have hit. That's probably the closest checkpoint. Because there isn't a checkpoint outside. I think I shot too early. Yeah, there's no checkpoint here. I think I was too high up. Gotcha. There we go. So now from here. No! Okay, so then the next bit is like double jump and then popka. That makes sense. All right, try again. Oh. I assume there's nothing I can do here, is there? I can't. No. Don't hit one of those checkpoints. Well, this is an interesting learning curve. I had not anticipated that this was going to be quite so tricky. Maybe I won't submit this run. Ah! This is... I've already not saved time. I can tell you that. What I really should have done is I should have practiced this level first, and then put it into a run. I shouldn't have considered that this was going to be so easy. Gotcha. Right. Oh, fuck's sake. I freaking fat fingered again and put Popka away. Oh my god. Bloody hell. Tried this before, haven't I? You try and come through with an... Oh yeah, you can't... Yeah, you can't actually take the enemy through. I am definitely not uploading this run. I am definitely going to repeat this run at some point, because this is embarrassing. Thank God for infinite lives. Right. Hey, there we go. Bloody hell. That, as I say, that was quite embarrassing. I am not proud of that. We'll still finish the run. Because there's still other stuff that I might pick up on and learn. But yeah, at some point we'll come back. At some point we'll come back to this and redo this run with a bit of knowledge behind it. Oh dear. Oh, whilst we're doing this level, and I don't really have to do much. Have a look. All the pings that I've got. So yeah, one. The message that I got. Just wanted to pass along some feedback I got during my tech check. Lots of praise for the organisation of the event and great guides. The tech guides were very easy to follow. The on-air guidelines were very appreciated. Everyone's been great to communicate with. It's lovely. It's nice to get the feedback on the guides, as I wrote them. It's good to know that that they've been so well received. It's really lovely. Right. So, just gonna see if I can see what any of these other. Okay, one's a follow-up to the shadow question from earlier, so I don't have to worry about that. Let's see the one. You've got to be careful there. It is possible to overshoot that final bounce spring. You kind of have to deliberately screw it up. Which is to like jump onto the very first bounce spring. If you jump onto it so that you kind of hit it at the back rather than at the front, that's when it's really easy to overshoot that one. But as long as all you're doing is holding forwards and you don't jump onto either bounce pad, it shouldn't happen. Right, Maze of Memories. Let's see how funky this level gets. Oops. That's not my intention. Oh no, I've taken damage before getting to the next trick. Whatever will I do? Oh yeah. Oh. I keep messing that up as well, actually. You suppose the fastest way of doing that is to grab the boomy instantly, drop the boomy next to the switch, run for the boxes, and then just before you get to the boxes, spin around and hit the switch. It means the boomy is exploding as fast as possible. Oh, sweet, sweet health. I'd love to know why that trick works. It's really weird that that trick works. And it's wonderful that it still works in this version of the run. Because that works in the PS2 version. Oops. That was not the time to use Popka. Oh, I've made a right mess of this. Yeah, that was not my best gauntlet. That was a bit that was very... I was about to say that was a bit messy. That wasn't a bit messy. That was very messy. It was a very messy gauntlet. Whilst we're falling. I think I got a notification because someone liked my promo message. Oh, and someone replied to my my promo message. Someone replied to my promo message about today's stream in the Klonoa Discord, because they're running Crash Bandicoot 1 in for Prevent-A-Thon. You need to go back to Crash Bandicoot at some point. Query. Go throw at the Erbil. Wait at the door. Oh, beautiful. I love it. I love it when you return to the door and it returns your hand just in time. Liz. Oh. It is worth noting that if you go out of the door before the liqueur is back in your hand, it pops. All right, Palante. Hopefully, I'm expecting Palante to be a lot easier. I'm expecting one cycle Palante to be pretty straightforward. Shit, I just realised I don't want to, I still don't want to take damage. I was like, oh, I'll just take damage and wear it off. But no, if you take damage during this fight, you slow down. That was, yeah, that was stupid. Oh, you see 3... Oh, that's beautiful. That's so much nicer. I'm surprised first phase isn't just two hits. Alright, phase 1's the same then. It's a bit slower because I took damage at one point. Do-do-do-do. Alright, 3 moves. Come here, moose. Oh, again, this... And also you got the extended reach makes it much easier to grab them. Nice. Yeah, Palante should be... If I ever don't get one cycle Palante 2, then I probably need to shut the game down and never play it again. ba bum ba ba bum ba ba ba.
Yeah.
Wow! Wow! Ba-da-ba-da. Right, noxious lilac. I instinctively went for the lives. Don't know why it doesn't get rid of them. It's weird that they didn't get rid of them because they do get rid of them in hard. There are no extra lives just lying around in hard. Oh, that's much cleaner because of that reach. Yeah, there's no extra lives just lying around in hards. You can find them in eggs. But that's it. So like that life that's just floating there, you wouldn't see that in hard. So yeah, it's kind of weird that they kept them in. I guess it's because easy difficulty is supposed to be like the tutorial, you know, as we right at the start of the run, it gave us like control prompts. So that kind of suggests, that kind of therefore suggests that it's still putting the lives in so that it encourages the player to pick them up. That trick is doable on the PS2 version, but it's so much easier in 16:9. It's really difficult. Yeah, it's really difficult on the PS2 version because in 4x3 you don't quite get the same angle around there's like a mushroom in the way, and you don't quite get the same angle around it in 4.3. Yeah, I can be super consistent at it now, which is really nice. Move over to the right to make sure that moose spawns. That felt quite smooth. Pleased with that. Do not super bounce off these platforms. You will clip through the ceiling, and you'll be forced to go back a room. Oh, I'm starting to hurt because I've been holding the D-pad down for so long. Because I have to play this game with the D-pad. I say I don't have. No, sorry, that's not true. I don't have to play this game with the D-pad. I just prefer the D-pad for 2D platformers like this. De Bludder. Right, Dark Sea of Tears. I can't imagine there's going to be much difference with easy difficulty on this, but we'll see. No, I should have grabbed that moo. Oh well, didn't matter. Yeah. Whoops. Alright, let's get this first try now. Perfect. First shot. That's what I've been failing to do recently. Get that trick first try. That was nice. Thanks, Axel. Always like to thank Axel for teaching me that trick. Up we go. Oh. Oh, well, at least I hit the checkpoints. That was barely a time loss. Oh dear, I hadn't actually hit another Halo creature. One of them. Nice. Although with the massively increased iframes, that getting past that mob of armored moves is a lot easier. Parody. The thing I can't do with the way I have my controller set up is I can't do tricks, like spin and flip and stuff. I think they are still assigned to a keyboard shortcut, but I can't remember what the shortcut is. Ooh, excuse me. I was up quite early this morning. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I was doing the majority of the big tech shift for Prevent-A-Thon last night to getting all of the Node CG and all of that stuff uploaded to the stream machine and all that jazz. It all went really smoothly, which was really nice. Still got a bit more work to do. I've given myself a big list of stuff to do tomorrow. But it's almost ready to go. Which is good because the marathon starts on Thursday. I nearly completely screwed up with timings and stuff because tomorrow, well, technically Thursday, but some of it starts tomorrow, but the main event is Thursday. My company, the company I work for, I say not my company. I don't own the company. It's the company I work for, the business I work for. Is holding its annual golf tournament. It holds a charity golf tournament every year. It encourages retailers to sort of join it in, and it's a networking thing, but it's also, you know, a lot of fun. I haven't been before, and my line manager, which is the event manager or at the moment is the event manager. There probably isn't going to be an event manager soon because she's quitting, and I don't think I don't think they're gonna replace her. I think my job's gonna change quite dramatically. Because I still don't know. My director told me before I went on holiday that he'd have news for me when I got back. Well, he had plenty of opportunities to approach me today and didn't, and at this point I've kind of given up asking. I'd like, because I've now got it set in my mind that the promotion that I was hoping was going to happen isn't going to happen. I don't think I'm going to be promoted into a line manager position anymore. So because of that, because that's what I've got in my head now, I don't really want to know. I don't really care now. Like, the other reason why I don't think it's going to happen is because if it was going to happen, I'm pretty sure I'd know by now. I'm pretty sure he would have made the decision and he would have come to me and told me so that I have plenty of time to sort of prepare and deal with it. I've got 2 weeks left with my line 2.5 weeks. The rest of this week and 2 weeks left, I think. Yes, with my line manager before she leaves. So if there was any sort of line manager experience I was going to get from her, well, I ain't got a lot of time left for it. I'll say I'm pretty sure I would have known by now. So like, it's clearly not that important. So I'm not gonna fret about it. Oh, nice. Yeah, that is a much nicer experience. Not the best move spawn. Oh no, my line manager is leaving off her own accord. She's quit because she's got a new job, and she wants to, and it's all very mutual. But yeah, I suppose obviously I've spoken a lot about it recently, but Neil hasn't been around, so doesn't really know my situation. Oh, that was too slow. That was really bad. I should be able to get a quick hit in here though. Nice. So yeah, I work for a retailer in their office. So I don't deal with any shops. Everything that I do is all admin based. So I'm a retail communications coordinator. My direct line manager is the events and communications manager, and that's our team. The two of us form our own little events and communications team. But we are part of the wider retail team, which is managed by a director. So I report to her, she reports to the director, and that's it. I need to start taking damage now. That's how those relationships work. She's decided to leave because she's wanting a change, which is absolutely fine. So, you know, originally my line manager, my director approached me and said, right, "This is obviously what's happening. You know, what are your ambitions? What do you see? What do you want? You know, what are you thinking?" So I said, "Well, to me, it seems like the most ideal opportunity." Yeah, I've realized that I've not really done anywhere near enough damage yet, have I? Right, I'm gonna have to wait for those other moves to turn up again. I'm on the wrong side of this. I wasn't too fast, was it? Too slow? Oh, I am surprised. I'm surprised that was too slow. I thought that was too fast. Never mind. So I said to him, for me, the most obvious solution would be for them to hire it. So she's the events and communications manager, whereas I'm the communications coordinator. But she looks after events. That's what she does. She runs and manages and hosts events. That's her job role. And that's what she's doing in the new job that she's got as well. I was airborne too long. Ah, fair enough. I say I'm not even going to bother with the second one. Because I will almost... I never get it right. It's a minor time save anyway. You died, but the death animation was... Oh, I see what you mean. I needed to die and hit the floor a lot quicker. I'd never really considered that the amount of time you're airborne affects it. That's useful to know. So yeah, I said for me the most obvious solution I could think of is hire someone to replace her, hire an events coordinator, someone to manage the events, and make me the events and communications manager. So I still coordinate the communications, but I also I line manage the new person. So we just, that side of it just swaps over. Said that he'd probably have news for me about 3 weeks later. Well, that was 2 months ago. I asked again before I went on holiday last week, and he said he'd have news for me when I got back. So we were both in the office today. We had meetings today about other things that we were both involved in, and I got, as I say, at the end of the meeting that we were both in together, there would have been nothing stopping him saying, "Just hold back a second, Nick, before you leave. We need to talk about what's going on." Nothing, which tells me that he either hasn't made a decision or a decision has been made, but he's not sure exactly what he wants to tell me. As I say, I'm now anticipating that this is going to be... It's not going to work the way I was hoping for. I've had one bit of my job... one of my tasks that I've been doing ever since I started has been stripped today. Presumably because there's just some data analysis and collation, but it involved like... Oh, I shouldn't be taking... I should be taking damage. Yeah, so there was a bit of data analysis I had that I did. But I used to have to request feedback on that data from a bunch of other departments, and I get the feeling it's probably that those other departments can't be bothered to do it anymore. Oh, hey, Axel. I may have already mentioned you today. Yeah, so I'm guessing those other departments just don't want to have to do that anymore, and it's not overly necessary to track it. But the fact that I've had that little bit stripped away, there's been a couple of other bits that seem to be either going either being taken away from me, or there's already some stuff that I'm definitely taking over from my current line manager. From my line manager, there's certain bits of her job that I am going to be doing. It's already been determined that I'm going to do it. I said that there's the golf tournament is tomorrow. I remember the whole reason I started this is I was originally going to the golf tournament, and I forgot that it was Prevent-A-Thon. And if I had continued to go to the golf tournament, that would have been a problem. I would not have been back for my run or the start of the event. But anyway, so yeah, she's still running the golf tournament this week. But apparently the plan for the future is, instead of having someone from internally, from us to organise it, the company I work for is weird. Nice. Yeah, the company I work for is weird. It has like, we're like a central office, and then there's 5 other like sister businesses, if you like, that yeah, there's 5. I've done this completely wrong. Oh well. Yeah. 5, as I say, 5 like other sister businesses that, and they're all dotted around the country. So what they want to do in the future is have whichever area the golf tournament is being hosted in. Oh, for fuck's sake. Because each year it moves around, so each year it's in a different location. They want whichever area it's in for them to organise it instead of us centrally. So that's another event that's now no longer, and it feels like, it just feels like all of the events are either being dialed down, dialed back, or completely removed. So I get the feeling they're not going to rehire my line manager. They're not gonna. We're no longer gonna have someone managing events, because I'm managing the meetings that she used to manage rather than events, and other events are just kind of gonna die or be sourced elsewhere. And I don't know what that means for me. My team of 2 goes down to a team of 1. I'll be the only person in my immediate team, so I'm going to assume that I'm going to be pushed over and become part of another team. I've made a right mess of this. Hopefully that's it. No, that was too slow. So yeah, I say I'm now less. I'm now much less enthusiastic that I'm going to be made a line manager, and I think it's more likely that I'm going to be pushed into a different team instead. But I'll continue with my current role. I'll just report into someone else. So yeah, it's kind of I'm really all over the place with work at the moment as a result of this. Or I'll be on my own and I'll just report directly into my director, which I don't like the idea of, really. I've had a really good relationship. Hey, happy dude. I've had a really good relationship with my line manager over the last 3 years. And so I was really kind of hoping that I would then have a really nice relationship with whoever I was going to line manage. But as I say, I very much doubt that's the plan now. But I wouldn't want to... I don't want to be a team on my own. I don't like that idea. I like having someone that I have to talk to. Because I won't always go out of my way to talk to people. So having to have someone to talk to, because I have to, we have to talk about work, we have to talk about jobs, we have to have meetings and stuff like that. That's really helpful to me. And if I was reporting directly into my director, he does not have the time for any of that, so that's not going to happen. I don't feel quite as close with my director as I do, understandably, as I do with my my immediate line manager. It would also mean that my appraisals, and I have a one-to-one. Everyone in the business has a one-to-one with their immediate line manager every month, sort of catch up on goals and how things are going and stuff like that. then it would mean I would have to have it with him instead. And again, I just don't feel like it would be... I don't know why I did that. I just don't feel like it would be... It would feel a bit... Not to say it would feel awkward or anything, you know, it'd still be official, but I just don't have the same sort of relationship. So yeah, as I say, I'm in a really weird place with work at the moment, because on the other hand, as I've already mentioned before as well, with my very, very busy June, I'm off to Italy at the end of June. I as part of my work, I applied for an international training course that that our international company holds every year. Only a couple of delegates are allowed to go from each company. We're sending 4 delegates this year instead of 2. So when I then found out, oh, I'm actually one of 4 that's been selected, not one of 2, it kind of took the edge off a little bit. But it's still, you know, it's still great. So yeah, as I say, I'm going to Italy. I booked my flights and a hotel for the night before my flight today. So that's all booked and paid for, which is good. Not by me, the company, obviously. I can't afford 4 flights to Italy. So yeah, it's called the Future Leaders Program, and it's the idea is that it's people who see themselves as future leaders, you know, potentially, you know, future leaders of the company in the future. Which when this sort of dropped at the same time, when I thought, oh, I might actually become a line manager, it made perfect sense that I should be on the Future Leaders Program. Now I'm not so sure. Well, like, it's kind of taken the shine off of it. It's kind of weird because my director's nothing to do with that. Is not involved in the organization or selection of that at all. That's completely down to a different area of the company. So it's kind of weird because it kind of feels like the company or bits of the company as a whole really want to invest in me and really want to see me succeed and do stuff. But my own department seems to have forgotten I exist. Like, it's a really weird position to be in. The only sort of thing that I can sort of take away from that is that this Future Leaders program is still going to be fantastic. It's still going to be really useful. I'm going to get a load of really great skills. And what it probably means is going to happen in the future, assuming whatever happens with my current role isn't what I'm hoping for and doesn't take me anywhere. What it probably means is I will probably at some point look for an internal change. I'll probably move away from the retail team and try and join a different team and do something else within the same company. I've still got a lot of experience and knowledge and stuff that would be useful to transfer across. But it, as I say, probably means that I won't be staying in my current role or in my current team, because I've kind of done everything I can do. And when the one opportunity to actually progress within my own team and take on a, you know, middle leadership role came up, it didn't work. Which sadly is why I left my previous job. Before the company I work for now, I used to work for the Entertainer, the toy shop, again in their head office. Well, I originally I worked in a store, but then I moved to their head office later. And yeah, I worked my arse off in the retail operations team for 5 years. So I've proven myself as, you know, someone who's really competent at their job. Let's just concentrate on this for a second. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Yeah, really competent, really good at the job. The only thing is my people skills weren't great. I got into arguments with people. I could get a little bit emotional. I did have some mental health issues, sort of coming out of COVID, which the company kind of completely ignored. Didn't seem to really care. that I had issues, but certainly my line manager didn't really seem to care and did nothing. Not my director, but my the head of my department, I don't know if he even knew, certainly never mentioned it to me. All right, let's try this trick. Nice. Beautiful. First try. That is the best. That is the best final room warp I've ever done. And considering I've considering I have not been attempting that because I was so bad at it, I got full thanks have to go to Neil. Just that one bit of advice on just, wait a moment before you start your flutter has made that super easy. Oh, you don't need to use Popka. Oh, that's also useful to know. Yeah, I will definitely be putting that into the run on Thursday now. Yeah, you have to be careful there. You have to land and stand still because there's a loading zone trigger to go back into the previous room. So if you just walk to the left, you screw it up and you go back into the previous room, you have to do it again. But I didn't realize you can just use a normal jump to get over it. It doesn't have to be a Popka jump. So anyway, as I was saying, yeah, that all happened, and then I was in pretty much the same situation. My line manager left. I applied to become the new manager of the team because the only person who'd been there longer than me has kind of had a different job role, and they really were keen on that area. And I got passed over for it. It got given to someone outside of our team, and at that point I was like, okay, the only opportunity really to progress has slipped by. I don't need to be here anymore. There's no point. And that's why I left the Entertainer and I'm now with my new company. And I'm just a bit disappointed that it seems the same thing's going to happen again. But this time, instead of it being me passed over and someone else getting it, it's going to be, let's say, it's the position's no longer going to exist by the sounds of it. As I say, this is all speculative. I don't know for certain whether that's what's going to happen. At the very least, something should change with my job role, and there should be more money at the end of it. If there isn't going to be more money at the end of it, then I'm going to be asking questions, because I'm taking on a lot of extra responsibility that I wasn't hired for, which is fine. I want to do more stuff, but I do want to be properly compensated for it. And my line manager's gunning for that as well. She wants me to be properly rewarded for it as well. All right, final boss. I think this is actually going to be a worse time than my previous run. This is going to be this is worse than my normal PB, but that's because like the one big time save that Easy has, I completely screwed up. So it's not a big surprise. It's going to be worse, but no, I won't upload and submit this to the boards, but I will give this another go at some point. Aww. I should have hit him straight away with that. Might have been able to grab the one he dropped. He's going to spin around. Cool, that's the end of the first section. think that might have been 1 hit less than normal. I don't know. That didn't seem that much different. All right. Final boss. I'm pretty sure these are 3 hits each normally. I could be wrong. Maybe they're not. I don't know. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah, that's what I find happens if I try and use Popka here. Time 1 hour 11 minutes and 26 seconds. Yeah, that is worse than my normal PB. But that's mostly down to completely screwing up the one easy exclusive trick. But at least it's done. I've got some splits to run against in the future, and yeah, I'll have to give this another go. After this week. Cool. So that is going to be it for tonight's stream. We can enjoy the ending credit theme as always. I'll give it another. That is going to be a fat gold when I get it. So yeah, that's going to be the end of the stream. That's the last one because it's 10 to midnight. I do have work in the morning. There's no stream on Thursday. I won't be streaming I'm not going to try and do a bonus stream tomorrow night because I need to do more Prevent-A-Thon setup because Prevent-A-Thon starts on Thursday and my run is on Thursday. There's a link to the schedule I've just posted if you want to find out when it is in your local time. As I say, it's on the Thursday, the first day. But I will be involved and around for the whole of the event because I'm one of the tech leads. Not the head. I'm not the head tech lead. I'm one of the tech staff, I should say rather. But it's, as I say, it's my system they're using and all of that. So so yeah. So no stream on Thursday because I've got my run and I've got a tech a specific tech slot schedule as well later that evening. Obviously nothing over the weekend because I will be again doing lots of stuff with Prevent-A-Thon. So do come and check Prevent-A-Thon out. I believe the start of Saturday, my interview will be played. I recorded an interview with one of the hosts last night. So my interview has been pre-recorded and will be played, I believe, the start of Saturday. So if you want to check that out as well, I'll post links to stuff when like VODs go out and things like that. But yeah, if you obviously go check that out. But I won't be on stream at any other point. I'm not commentating for anyone. I'm not hosting because I wanted to focus solely on text. Everything else I'll be doing is behind the scenes. But come check it out. It's raising money for a fantastic children's charity in Canada, Little Warriors. Children's charities kind of hit close to home now that I'm a dad as well. So do come and check it out. Do support it. There's also a Japanese restream of it. There's a Japanese restream team that does a lot of restreams in Japanese for various different marathons, and they are doing the whole of Prevent-A-Thon, which is really awesome. So yeah, definitely, if you know Japanese, go check that out as well. So I'm really excited about it. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to look great. I can't wait for people to see it. Yeah, we'll be back on Tuesday next week. We will be giving Klonoa a break because that run will be done. We'll be back onto Jade Cocoon because Speedrun Rise is coming up. And then also we'll be doing some practice of Metal Gear Solid 3 because I'm doing that for Speedrun Rise as well. And hopefully by that time, License-A-Thon might have put their schedule out and I'll see if I need to get in any practice for Castle of Illusion or Wacky Races. Oh, bloody hell. Is my raid function working? Do I have anyone I'd like to raid? Apparently I've got 7 live when it wants to load. Always takes 2 attempts to load it. Let's go with Alice at Wonderland. Alice at Wonderland is currently speedrunning Sly Cooper, the first game. Oh, my June is insane. My June is absolutely insane. So I've got Prevent-A-Thon this weekend. I was on holiday last week and away over the weekend as well. I've got Prevent-A-Thon Thursday to Monday this weekend. I've got Speedrumizer the following weekend. And then the weekend after that, I'm off to Italy. And then the weekend I'm back from Italy is License-A-Thon, which I might also be in. So yeah, very, very hectic June. Actually, I think I've missed a weekend. I think there's a break. I think there's one weekend break in the middle of it all. But yeah, it's very, very hectic June. I'm really excited. There's so much going on. So streams in June are going to be a little bit spotty. There's probably not going to be time to like try and make up with bonus streams at any other point. It is really just going to be when I can do them on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But obviously keep an eye on the Discord server. I'm still active on there. I'll still be posting stuff and posting updates about what's going on. So do make sure you've joined the Discord server if you haven't already. Follow me on Blue Sky. If you don't want to join the Discord server because you don't want to be a part of another Discord server, at least follow me on Blue Sky because I do post a lot of updates on Blue Sky. So yeah, have a great couple of days. So I hope to see some of you during my run of this on Thursday. And in the meantime, I will leave you in the very capable hands of Alice at Wonderland. So it is speedrunning the original Sly Cooper. In fact, it even looks like it's the PS2 version as well. It's not like the HD remake or anything. So yeah, have fun, take care, and I'll see you when I next see you. Night, everyone.